Okay guys, I just got 2 new bookshelves for my birthday. So I have one as my already read bookshelf and one as my TBR bookshelf. So I'm going to go ahead and do a bookshelf tour for each of them. And since they're on opposite sides of my room, I'm going to do them one at a time. So let's get started. I'm trying to lean back as far as I can go. This is my red shelf. So it is 9 blocks, 3 by 3. It's so cute. So let's get up here. This is my first little box, cuticle, whatever. So they are organized. So this shelf is my already done read fantasy romance novels. So I have Shiver, Linger, and Forever in the Wolves of Mystic Falls trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. Then I have, this is a bind-up. Let me show the front. This is a bind-up of Vampire Kisses. This is the first 3, which I don't know what the 3 are called. It's Vampire Kisses, Coffin Club, and Vampireville. So there's that. Then I have the rest of the series. I've read all these. I love these. So Vampire Kisses, Dance with Vampires, The Coffin Club. Oh, that's The Coffin Club. Oh well. The Coffin Club, Royal Blood, Love Bites, Cryptic Cravings, and Immortal Heart. And these are all by Ellen Scriber? Don't know. Can't pronounce her name. And this is a standalone that I wanted to put here. This is Are You Alone on Purpose by Nancy Warren. That's one of my favorite standalones, contemporary. This is my kind of like middle grade boy series. Oh well. So I have How to Train Your Dragon. I have 2 copies of this. So 2 copies. These are all, they are by Hiccup Horrendous Haddock III, translated from the Old Norse by Cassidy Cowell, can't say that. So we have the first one, which is How to Train Your Dragon, 2 copies of it. Then How to Be a Pirate, and How to Speak Dragonese. I really want to finish this series. I love How to Train Your Dragon, if you guys didn't already know that. Then I have the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, whatever. So that consists of The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. That was a pretty good series. Then these, oh, please ignore the really weird light that's coming in through my window. My window's right there. These are kind of like my other fantasies that aren't just straight up romance and don't have anywhere else to put them. So, first, I have the wonderful Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Love this book. I have Hush Hush and Crescendo by Becca Fitzpatrick. And I'm going to be continuing that series at some point. Then I have Low Red Moon by Ivy Devlin. And this really is a good book. I haven't heard too much about this book, but I read it. And I love it. If you like werewolves and mystery, that was really good. Next, I have Elixir by Hilary Duff. That was really good. Hopefully gonna finish that. And then I have Tiger's Curse by Colleen Houck? Don't know. And I also plan on finishing that series hopefully sometime this year. Next block down is one of my Twilight blocks. I have 2 Twilight blocks. So in this one I have the mass markets of Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse. I have this Bound by Blood, Robert Pattinson, Taylor Lautner. It's just like a biography kind of thing of them. And if you flip it over, there's Taylor on the other side because the book flips. Lovely Taylor, and then Rob. Then I, for some reason, have 2 copies of the original paperback of New Moon, the original hardback of Breaking Dawn. I'm going to go ahead and do this one down here. These are my Twilight journals that I've all written in. I have the Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Twilight the graphic novel. Really love those. The movie paperback of Twilight, the movie paperback of New Moon, the original hardback of Eclipse, and the newer hardback of Breaking Dawn. It was like a special where the dust jacket was a poster. And then you can't really see, but down here I have Twilight, New Moon, and Eclipse, the official illustrated movie companions. Woo! Let's do this one next. So we're at the bottom now. This is a bit confusing that I did that. These are books that have nowhere else to go on the shelf. They don't fit into any of my other categories. So I have The Hobbit. Let me just take these out and then I'll put them back in after I've shown them. Whoops. Oh, we'll do these two. This is, I haven't finished reading this. This is just more of a trivia. It's a trivia book. It's the Ultimate Disney Trivia Book by Kevin Neary and Dave Smith. This is the second one. Then I have Greek Legends and Stories by M.V. Deaton Williams. Don't know if I'm saying that right. I have How to Talk the Deaf. What? Talk to the Deaf. Okay, dyslexic. I've read that. It's not really it's a picture book, basically, of showing you how to sign. And then I have the One Direction, Where We Are, Our Band, Our Story book thing, which I've recently read, and it was pretty good. Okay, then Stay. I have The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I hated this book. Sorry for all of you Lord of the Rings fans. I have the Pocket Guide to Rocks and Minerals. This is not by anybody. Oh. James Lugum. Don't ask. Don't know. Then I have, these are like my self-help books right here. 100 Ways to Become the Perfect College Applicant. Don't Stress the Small Stuff for Teens. I've read most of this, so I just put it over here because I don't consider it a book. And these are some classics that I've read for school. We have Julius Caesar by William Shakespeare. The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne, whatever. And this. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this book until I had to read it in school. So, and I hated it. Okay, next block up is like my favorite block, and it's kind of fallen over. This is my dystopian shelf. I love dystopian stories. They tend to be my favorite. So, I of course have the Hunger Games trilogy, which consists of the Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay. And these are by Suzanne Collins. And I also have my journal, which this was my journal for last year, my Hunger Games journal. And also down here I have the Hunger Games official illustrated movie companion, which is this. And then the only other 3 dystopians I believe I've read is The Selection, which I've just ordered the Elite online for my birthday. Warm Bodies. Oh, The Selection is by Kira Cass. Stay, Hunger Games. Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. And The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I love The Maze Runner. I can't wait for the movie. And this is really a dark shelf. But these are like my middle grade, like severely middle grade is what I'm calling it. I have the complete series of the Spiderwick Chronicles, which is like the first series I ever read altogether by myself. Bridge to Terabithia is right here. Oh, and the Spiderwick Chronicles. Oh, these are just necklaces. The Spiderwick Chronicles is by Holly Black. And I have Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Partson. Holes by Louis Satcher. And I have Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets by J.K. Rowling. This is my only hardback for this, so that's why it's over here and not with my collection. And the last shelf at the bottom is like my girl middle grade books. Oh well. So in these I'm actually going to pull out. I have, this is the third book to that series, but I have it in a small mass market form. So this is Vampire Kisses 3 Vampireville. So, by Ellen Screebers. I don't know what her last name is. Then I have How I Survived Middle School Collection Volume 1, which has Can You Get an F in Lunch, Madam President, good lord, and I Heard a Rumor. And this is by Nancy I can't do this. I'm reading through the camera lens. Krulik. That's what I'm going to say it is. Then I have Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. That was pretty good. Not the best I've read, but I have my only Tinkerbell book, which is Fura and the Full Moon, and this does not... It's someone named Gail, but I don't know where the author is written on the book. But it's by someone named Gail. Then I have my Monster High trilogy, well, series. It's a series, not a trilogy. Monster High, The Ghoul Next Door, and then Monster High, Where There's a Wolf, There's a Way. And this is by, Lissy? Don't know. Harrison. So, yes. And then the last book on this little cubicle is Ever After High, The Storybook of Legends by Shannon Hale. I loved this book. So that is my shelf. It's all organized and beautiful, and I love it, and there's even room for more books. That's useful. So, and now I'm going to stop this video and do my video for my TBR shelf, which is kind of extensive. So yeah, thanks for watching!